So in previous class, we discussed about what is library and all those stuff. Okay. So now we need to discuss about what is a single page application. So what is single page application? Okay. Because React is a JavaScript library developed by Facebook for building fast and interactive user interfaces primarily for what? Single page application. Okay, so with the help of React.js, mainly we are going to create what? Single page applications. So now we need to understand what is single page application. So just discuss about that. So step by step, so each and everything we are going to discuss. Okay, so so initially I'll write some theory to explain about this. After that, we'll check with practical exam. Okay, so a single page application. So with the help of React.js, so main focus is what? To create a single page application. Now we are trying to understand what is single page application. So a single page application is a web application or website that loads a single HTML page and dynamically updates the content on that page as the user interacts with the application. So a single page application is a web application or website that loads a single HTML page. So that means only one HTML page is going to load and dynamically updates the content on that page as the user interacts with that application. Okay, so let's say, so this is just a general example. Okay, understanding purpose. JavaScript class. Okay, I started discussing with what? Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript XML. Whatever the Ajax definition I discussed, the same thing only is nothing but what? Single page application. But in pure JavaScript, we are calling as Ajax. In case of React.js, we are calling as, okay, single page application. Other than this, nothing is there. In general JavaScript, we are calling as Ajax. In React.js, we are calling as what? Single page application. So observe carefully. Header, menu, then some banner image. And after that, we are going to have some content. And after that, we are going to have some food. Is it clear? Okay. So for example, see, assume that I'm assuming all this part as header. And after that, menu bar. Okay. So header means I'm considering all these stuff. So consider all this stuff as header. And after that, this is called menu bar. We can also call it as navigation bar. Menu bar or navigation. Okay. So then afterwards, banner. So here, okay, so some part is there, right? So some image or whatever. So this is called what? Banner. Okay. So right now, just a simple banner, only single image. But in case of home page, I am having a different. Even I am having a slideshow. Images are changing. Okay. We can call it as banner or slideshow. But best word is carousel, because in Bootstrap we are having a separate word called carousel. Okay. Then after that, content. Blindly believe that header menu banner is common in all the pages, and footer also is common in all the pages. So I am considering, so this is my footer. Even I can consider, okay, so this one also as footer. Even I can consider this one also as footer, because in each and every page, so this part is common. Is it clear? So finally, what I'm trying to explain here is, so I'm going to tell that this is my header part and this is my menu bar. I'm considering in each and every page same banner image or carousel. Assume that this image, and after that we are going to have what? A footer part, in between some content. So in between some content. Okay. So in case of home page, okay, here my content, just blindly assume that my content is something like what? Home page. Okay. So let's assume that about page, for example. Okay. So in case of about page, assume that my content is about page, some text, whatever. Next, contact page. Okay. So in case of contact page, assume that some content, assume that contact. So here the final conclusion is, in each and every web pages or website or application, whatever the terminology, okay, all will be same. Header, menu, banner, footer, everything is same. Only which part is going to be different? This content part is different. Okay, so for example, see here. So in home page, okay, so I am having some home page relevant content. Let's say this is classroom. Okay, about our classroom or whatever, it doesn't matter. But see, everything is same, only that content is different. Now go to timings. Here also everything is same, only that content is different. Again, go to contact. Everything is same. So header, menu, banner, footer. Okay, so everything is same, only that content is different. Is it clear, right? So what exactly single page application means? A single page application is a web application or website that loads a single HTML page and dynamically updates the content on that page as the user interacts with the application. So that means these things are common. In all the places, these things are common. Okay. Now what I'm going to do in this menu bar, let's say if I click on home, what I'm going to do, only that content part I'm going to update. So without refreshing the page, okay, so without refreshing the page, only that content part we are going to update. Okay, so let's say in case of home, only this part I'm going to update. Let's say if I click on, okay, about in the menu bar, then only this part is going to update. Rest all will be there. Rest all will be there. Only this part only we are going to update. Now go to contact page. Only this part only we are going to update. Okay, that means one single HTML file. In that single HTML file, all will be there. Header, menu, banner, content, footer, everything will be there. But in all the pages, these things are common. Only which part is going to change? This content. So whatever we need and whatever we are going to update in specific area, okay, without refreshing the whole page, okay, we are going to update only on this specific particular part. So this is called what? A single page application. Okay, right now, just I showed with what? A simple content. But in general, in this place, maybe a chance of updating some data from the database also. Is it clear? Okay. So just now I explained theoretically only. I'll show one example also later. Okay. But right now, at least you got some clarification, right? Regarding single page application. So now see, whatever I explained. So just I'm writing here. Okay. So instead of loading new pages, instead of loading new pages from the server for each interaction. So each interaction means, let's say I am having a menu bar. In this menu bar, all the menu items will be there. Okay, so home menu item, about menu item, and contact menu item. Okay, in menu bar, we are going to have, whenever we click on home, that is one interaction. Okay, so whenever we click on home, only home content should update. Whenever I click on about, only about content should update. Whenever we click on contact, contact content should update, something like that. So whenever we are clicking, right, so that is something like what? Interaction. Okay, fine. So whatever, so instead of loading new pages from the server for each interaction, SPAs, so SPA means, okay, single page application, dynamically rewrite the current page. So current page in the sense, okay, for example, whenever we click on home menu item, in that scenario, home is the current page. If I click on about, in that scenario, about is the current page, something like that. Okay. So now current page, meaning the page does not, so the page does not refresh or reload as often. So actually, SIVASOFT website is not React.js based. SIVASOFT website is not React.js based, and SIVASOFT website is not having any single page application concept. But for your understandable purpose, I showed something like that. Now you will be getting even a better understanding without single page application. What are the drawbacks? So that also you can understand here. See, regarding SIVASOFT, if you see carefully here, whenever any change happens in the browser address bar, okay, definitely each and every time everything is going to load freshly, all these parts. That is the reason only regarding SIVASOFT website, it is going to take some time to load the entire page. For example, see, if I click on home, now it is a separate page, index page. It should load this part, everything, each and everything it should load. Okay, that is the reason only it is going to take some time to load this index page. Next, go to classroom. This classroom also is the separate page. Again, the same problem. Okay, so everything it is going to load each and every time. Okay, URL change, the whole thing. Contact page. Again, it is going to take some more time. Is it clear? Right? So SIVASOFT website is not based on React.js. It is just a normal web application. I read with Bootstrap. Okay. What is that? jQuery, those type of technologies. So I did not use any React.js. Generally for these type of websites, no need to go with React.js. Okay, fine. But whatever you got, okay, even some better understanding. If it is not single page application, what is the issue, okay, we are going to face, that you understood. Because each and every time, whenever we are moving from home page, classroom, online, timings, contact, whatever. So whenever we are moving from one page to another page, each and every time, everything is loading again and again, repeatedly. Okay, which one? This header part, menu, banner, everything. But whatever the general example I explained here, what I said, only one HTML page will be there based on the menu bar concept. If you click on home, about, whatever, only this content part is going to update. The rest all will be there. In this case, what happens? Your application loads faster and smoother. Okay. So that point I am going to add. So this results in a faster and smoother user experience. With the help of this single page application, what is the biggest advantage here? Faster and smoother user experience. Okay, fine. So now here I am going to write how this SPA single page application is going to work. Already I explained, okay, in a like an overview, I will add some points here. So initial load, and next some dynamic updates. And next we need to understand about, okay, benefits. Nothing but advantages. Okay, so to explain this, I am going to create, okay, a simple application for your better understanding purpose. As usual, this time I am going to create in yesterday's class, just I created a general JS files, okay, to explain about libraries and all those stuff. But in today's class, okay, I am going to create a React JS application. But till now, I did not discuss how to install React.js and all those stuff. Already in my computer, it is there. Okay, you people don't bother. This is just for your understandable purpose. Actually, this is one of the command we need to use to create React.js applications. npx create hyphen react hyphen app SPA, single page application. So this is the simple command we need to use. So don't bother about this. Whenever situation comes, I'll explain about it. So right now what I'm doing here, so just I'm having a simple command to create SPA application, React.js application. It is going to take some time. And also at the time of creating the React.js project, we need internet connection. So it will take some time because it is going to download so many modules from the internet. That's the reason we need to do until it completes. So whatever I explained up to now, this is just a general explanation. This is just a general explanation. No practical example, but right now, whatever I'm explaining, now I'm explaining with some practical example. So Ajax single page application. So concept is same. Syntax is different. That's it. Their JavaScript syntax. Here, React is. So you people no need to create any projects like SPA, these projects. So no need of this. These things are just for your understandable. Okay. So now I created SPA application. See, after using some command, I created SPA project or application, whatever. but it took some time. Why means because of this one. So we are going to have one folder called node underscore modules. We can call it as modules or packages or whatever. So many will be there. Because of this reason only, it is going to take some time. So don't bother about all this stuff. And even how to start the project, how to run also. Right now, don't bother. Just blindly, I will type some comments. Just you also. If you want to practice, do it. Otherwise, leave it. Just observe. That's it. So here, right now we are in which directory? React.js directory, but just now we created SPA. So now CD. CD stands for change directory. Now we are in which directory? SPA directory. That means this project directory. Then to check the output, we need to start the server. So for that, the command is what? npm. npm means node package manager, whatever. Start. So don't bother about how to create the project, how to run. Okay, don't bother. Okay, till now we did not discuss anything about React.js. Just observe. That's it. Whenever situation comes, everything I'll explain. Okay, so whatever it may be. Now here I'm going to write some code. So whatever the code I'm going to write here, okay, it is little bit difficult for me to explain right now. Okay, that's the reason. Here, just observe the output. Just observe the output. Okay, so don't bother about the what is the code that I, because I did not explain anything relevant to this React.js. So whatever here, I'm going to import React. So you are not going to understand even a single line also here. Don't bother. This is just to explain how single page application looks like. Just to understand. So this is the place where I'm going to update that dynamic content. So I'm writing in comment lines. In JavaScript, we know comments, right? But here we need to write like this comments. Content based on the current page. So for this render page, we need to write a function. So right now coding explanation is not possible because we don't know anything about this one. Even we don't know how to install that React.js also we don't. So don't bother. This is just to understand practically regarding single page application. So like this, based on the pages, we need to write. Right now, we are working with only 2 pages. And we are going to load some these things. What is the problem? Something happened. Okay. And after completing this, here I am writing home count. And finally, we need to export this. Okay, fine. So now what I did here is, so I am having a menu bar. I am having a menu bar. One is home, another one is what? About. So two menu items. Okay. Now, whenever we click on, okay, home, what should happen? In this render page, that means in this area, it should load home content. Whenever we click on about, at this place, it should load about content. Okay. So now check it. Observe carefully. There is no any change in the URL also. Home, about. Okay. Why it's not loading? Yeah. Here, case sensitive issue. Home, about. So here the important point is there is no any change in the URL. But in case of SIVASOFT website, whenever we are moving from one page to another page, we are having some change in the URL. So in general, whenever we are having any change in the URL, obviously the whole page is going to refresh. So because of this scenario regarding SIVASOFT, okay, some flickering issue or it is taking some time, okay, and SIVASOFT application is not having a smooth transition from one page to another page. But in case of React single page application, no change in the URL, no refreshing, and that too, this home and about, I wrote how many times here? Okay, I wrote only one time. I wrote here only one time. Only we are updating the content. So no change in the URL and it is not refreshing and we are updating the content in specific area. Okay. So if you're having any doubts, so feel free to ask. Okay. So here I am going to give some justification for this application. So what is this initial load? So initial load means when the user first visits a single page application, the browser loads basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. Okay, so when the user first visits a single page application, the browser loads a basic HTML, CSS, as well as JavaScript files. So these files typically contain the entire structure and logic of the app. Okay, so now after loading this application, here I am having HTML part, JavaScript part. So JavaScript means, see, of course, just for your clarification, okay, see, on click is there, right? That on click, believe that it's, sorry, that on click event belongs to what? JavaScript only, right? Okay, fine. So, but CSS styling is not there. If you want to apply any color, any spacing, whatever, if you want to do, you can customize. For example, in my website, so buttons are looking like this. So buttons are looking like this. So here it is looking like this. Is it clear, right? So only CSS is not there. But based on this point, what you need to understand, when the user visits a single page application, the browser loads basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript files. So believe that all the things are available. Okay. So these files typically contains the entire structure. See, this is my whole application. Believe that it includes everything. Right now, I'm having this one. What is this menu bar? And even I'm having content. Okay, I'll do one thing. So in this app.js, just blindly believe that. So we are having some. Okay, so here header. After header, believe that. Okay, this is our menu bar. After menu bar, so this is our banner. This is my content area. And this is my footer area. So now believe that we are having the entire structure. Okay, entire structure we are having. Header is there, menu bar is there, banner is there, content is there, and footer is there. So total structure is successfully loaded. Entire logic is there. Now, dynamic updates. So after the initial load, when user or users interact with the application, it can be in any way. So clicking on links, on buttons, okay. Even whenever we click on submit button, at that time also some dynamic updates. Okay, successfully form submitted or something, etc. Okay, only the necessary data is fetched from the server. So only this one we are not doing right now. Okay, that means right now I am not loading any data from the server. Okay, but with simple example I am explaining. Whenever situation comes, we will discuss. Okay, and JavaScript dynamically updates the content on the page. See here, main point, without refreshing the entire. So without refreshing, we are doing all these things. Okay. See, actually, for the single page application, best example is we need to load some data from the servers. So we are going to have some RESTful APIs. Okay. From there, we need to update some data, something like that. But we are in the second class, right? Even we did not started our React also. Just we are learning some theory with small examples. Okay. But you need to understand the concept. So right now, believe that this data we are getting from the server. Just blindly believe something. So whatever it may be, we are having the entire structure. Whenever any interaction happens, whenever any interaction happens. For example, right now I am clicking on what? Home. Whenever I click on home, in this area, some content is going to update without refreshing the entire page, without changing the URL, and without refreshing the entire page. So believe that dynamically we are updating. That's it. Okay, fine. So if you're having any doubts, feel free to ask. Okay. Obviously, we understood about initial loading. Initial loading means whole structure, logic, everything will be there. Okay. After that, any interaction happens. Okay. Then we are going to update the content without refreshing. Without refreshing. Same concept only is nothing but Ajax in JavaScript. Here we are calling as single page application. Okay. So what are the benefits of this single page application? So since only parts of the page are reloaded, SPAs, that means single page applications, feel faster and more responsive. Okay, so only parts of the page reloaded. So for example, only this part. Okay, only this part only is refreshing or updating. That's the reason all the single page applications are what? Faster. See, even in SIVASOFT, see, it's having some flickering. We need to wait for some time or something. But here within milliseconds, even microseconds, something like that. So the content is updating. It's faster. So next, as usual, smoother user experience. So from Wednesday onwards, whatever the theory I am writing here, you need to by heart or remember, because especially for freshers, these things are commonly asked interview questions. So experience, full page, reload. So transition between different sections of the app are seamless. So seamless means again moving from one page, one part of the app to another happens quickly and without any visual disruption, such as flickering or reloading the page. Okay, so even this also we already know. See, SIVASOFT is not a single page application. You can see some flickering, it is taking some time and all those stuff. Whenever we are transition or moving from one page to another page. Here, so we don't have those type of flickering or something like that. So we are having a smooth experience. And next, these are all the benefits. First one is speed, smoother user experience. Okay. Then it is going to reduce server load. So once the SPA single page application is loaded successfully, only data, not full HTML page, not full HTML pages is requested from the server. Okay, so it is going to reduce what? Load on the server. It is going to reduce load on the server. Okay, so that means, let's see, so we are having a car, for example. So car capacity is 5 seating capacity, for example. Okay, just general. So all five are there, including driver, all five is there, five are there. Okay, so you are getting some mileage as, okay, let's keep it as 12 kilometers per liter. So all five are there, five pass, including driver. Count is five. So 5 seating capacity. Okay, only driver and co-passenger, two passengers were there, for example. So definitely you are going to get a good mileage. Is it clear? Okay. Why? Because load reduced. So because load reduced. Here 5 passengers were there, because of weight and load, we are getting just only 12 kilometers per liter. Okay. So here only 2 passengers. So maybe roughly 150 kgs or 200 kgs less weight. That's the reason we are getting what? Some good mileage, right? Same like that. Here also, observe carefully. So in SIVASOFT page, let's home, right? Okay, index, right? Right click, check the code. So each and every time I need to write that offer, header part, menu bar, banner in this index. So that means whenever I click on this home, everything should load. Everything should load, right? Now go to classroom. Here also check the source code. So this is the separate HTML file. View page source. See, again the same. If you see, again the same offer part, header part, and even what is that menu bar part, and even that banner part, everything. Okay. So whenever we are moving from one page to another page, we are loading each and every page. Okay, from the server. So all these pages are already uploaded in the live server. So that's the reason from there it is loading. But at the time of loading, everything is loaded each and every time. Okay. But in this application, in this case, okay, only okay for the first time everything is loaded. Okay. Once this single page application is loaded successfully, okay, only specific part only we are loading from the server. For example, right now we are loading only this part. Rest already loaded. Only this part only. So in this case, we are reducing load on the server. So here we are putting some load on the server each and every time. The whole thing we are loading. But here only this part only we are. Okay, so that's the meaning here. Just general example. What are the best examples? So real world SPA examples. Gmail. So regarding Gmail, we already know. Okay, see, we are going to get some emails. Whenever we are going to click on each and individual email, it is going to open, but it is not going to refresh or reload whole thing, right? Whatever the left side inbox, trash, or even on the top, some search, something. Okay, only that mails part only is going to update. Okay, so that is one of the example. Even Google Map. So each and every time, it is not going to load the entire world map. Whatever we are viewing in that specific screen, only initially that part only. Even if you zoom also, whatever it fits to that particular screen, only that part only, okay, is going to update without refreshing the whole Google map or whole page. Okay. And even Facebook also. Almost see, without single page application, nowadays we are not having any applications. Whenever something we are loading from the server or from the database or server, whatever. So these things are common. For example, in case of Facebook, whenever we are scrolling without refreshing the entire page, you can see some images, okay, and even some videos or whatever, even in Instagram or anywhere. Okay, fine. So I think you got some clarification about this. Okay, single page application also. Fine. Again, still this definition is not completed. So we discussed up to here. React is a JavaScript library developed by Facebook for building fast interactive user interfaces primarily for what? A single page application. So I think you got some clarification about that.